a big green gap day. We have not closed this gap from yesterday. So I'd want to see it revisit this gap. Keep dropping. Tons of fair value gaps. And we're dropping currently. Getting in 35.75 short. No trigger on the one. That might have been a bad entry. Finger on the close. That was a bad entry. Oh, I need to send it. I have to hit a green check mark before sending, and I didn't do it. I'm going to close right here for break even just because it wasn't a clean entry. Literally was dead break even. And I will re-enter if this goes to, well, I'll probably wait for the 5 to go 2 down, but that was completely a bad entry on my part. Yeah, I wanted to see the 2-2 continuation or 2-2 continuation. Didn't realize it was just a 2-2. Got it. What do we have at 9:45? Oh, composite. Yeah, home sales in 10. At 10, not in 10. I didn't even see this yesterday, but this is hilarious. Purchase $35 resets in preparation of the FOMC. That's hilarious. They know. They know. All right, minute 35. Numbers in 25 seconds. Tesla dropping. No trades yet. Invest waiting for 10 a.m. news. Just came out. No numbers yet. Forecast 3.95 million. Actual 4.38. That's a lot higher. Existing home sales was forecast minus 1.25. Actual was 9.5. Leading index was minus 0.1. Actual was 0.1. Generally, with almost all forecast or all numbers, if it's greater than forecast, then it's a negative sign for the market. It's good for the dollar, generally speaking. For example, this morning at 8:30, forecast actual was less than forecast, and we made a little bit of a move up. So we'll see. If you look at Forex Factory, it'll tell you something pretty similar. So it'll say actual greater than forecast is good for currency. And if I throw up a Dixie chart here, it looks pretty inverse of the NQ, right? So something certainly to watch. Oh, no, I did not want that. What's going on with gold? Holy smokes. Oil's moving too. We've got the 2-2 reversal on the 1 and the 5. Peter Schiff shilling the hell of it on Twitter. I don't recognize that name. Feel like maybe I should, based on how you name called him. But chief economist. Economist? Why can I not say that word? Oh, he didn't really say anything about it. Last thing was about gold. Oh, he's shilling gold. Gotcha. Why is my GDX doing well then? My GDX is green on the day, or at least gapped up. All right, failed 2 on the 5. Shorts valid under 32. All right, valid shorts now. Inside bar on the 15 is the only spooky thing there, but would be if I took a short, I'd be targeting the lows of 26. Gonna throw a sell stop at 31 unless this goes to okay, canceling. Really only interested in shorts still. Minute 36 left. Um, look at this. Here, 1 second. I'm trying to sign into my YouTube so I can view chat. So if you took this 2-2 reversal, well, it was inside, so wouldn't actually have been in force at all. It was only in force for this little 2-2 continuation. You would have been wicked in and wicked out. Now it's a 3-bar to the upside. I'd honestly love if we could keep going up. That'd be pretty fun. Meta back in profit now. Pretty much everything's curling back up. Apple, huge green bar there. Grabbing the Q calls, 450s. They're sitting at 0.4. Kind of expecting this 3-2. If it doesn't go 3-2, then I'm just in for nothing. But break a structure, change a character here. Really just a change of character. So change a character here. Looking for the 3-2 up, and then I'll look at futures for a long. I think any trade in the next 3 minutes would have the 15 inside. I think that's a high probability this thing closes inside. Oh, I thought Apple had a gap up, but Apple's way down here. Holy smokes. Apple, what are you doing down there? The only one that gapped down a little. Everything else really gapped up. Still just being patient. No setups here yet. The next setup's going to be a 1 minute feeding into this 5 minute 3-2, but I want the 3-2 to already be actionable. My the switch I've made in the last month or so, really a couple weeks, of making sure there's a 5 minute not setup but actionable signal already, has improved my win rate from like the 70s to right now I'm sitting at like I think like 86%. And my risk to reward's no different. So obviously risk to reward matters way more than win rate, but both of those matter in terms of profitability. So I'm going to close at 0.32 on these. I think fingers on the trigger on the Qs. This is kind of its last hurrah here. CRM. CRM triggered. Targeting 320s probably. Contracts are at 4.4 for the 320s for April. All right, inside bar here. Really looking for either side of this to be taken out. Delta is looking more bearish than bullish currently, but we did just have a little push down. If we can hold over this 50, then it's pretty good to go long. What does actionable candle mean? Joshua asks. Actionable means, so there's going to be a trigger. So here's a 3-1 setup. So instead of me taking this, expecting this to go 2 up, me just waiting for this to go 2 up and then taking a long makes my trade so much higher probability. And honestly, just less stress. I go through so much less drawdown when I do that. So just waiting for those candles to close. Or not close, sorry. I was looking at another candle close. Waiting for those candles to actually go in force, which means it's above or below the actionable signal candle. So just that little bit of time, you know, so let's say I take a trade here at 48. Well, first of all, there's no actionable signal yet. It could very well go short, but let's say I take this 2-1-2 short. Well, I'm gonna make profit from 45 to 37. That's the extra profit I would gain versus me just waiting for it to trigger at 37. But this very well, it's pretty much a coin flip at that point. It very well could go the other way. So. Like so. So let's say you took that 2-1-2 down. Now you're break even. You didn't hit your 10-point trim. So until it's an actionable signal, or at least on 2 time frames, it's an actionable signal, then there's no trade. And like I said, it's helped my win rate, it's helped my psyche, it's helped my drawdown, it's helped my P&L, not having as many losers. So it's been a great adjustment for me. Man, we've been in this zone for 30 minutes now. I think we break up to the upside and break high a day. That's the feeling I got. So while I'm looking at price here, we went 2-2 rev up, but no actionable signal on the 5 or the 15. So I know that my next trade is at least 2 minutes away, because there's going to be a 1 minute candle here that might go 2 up, and there's going to be another 1 minute candle, and then I can take a trade on that 1 minute candle high. but I got to wait for the full 1 minute candle to close. I got to, whether this thing goes from 65 to 300 to 700, or 665 to 700, or whether it just wicks above, I have to stay patient and wait for the trigger. Now we triggered on the 5, 212 up, but there's no signal on the 1. I need a signal on 2 time frames. I need it. Yeah. Yeah. Double inside. Yeah. It's not on the sheet, but the Strat community likes double insides. I am indifferent on them. I haven't done back testing to see double insides, but it's worth looking for. They're just more rare. Yeah, they do love their double insides. I'm going to take a long here, 72.25. Those Qs are at 0.45 right now. 0.47. I am going to go ahead and I was going to move up profits. There we go. There's 9 points. Stops break even. What is stopping us? I'm going to take some here at 8 points. There it is. There's 10 points. Outside bar here doesn't all, I mean, it looks like it's going to stop me out, but doesn't always mean that. Could just be grabbing liquidity from just below that 2 bar and then reverse and go 3-2 up. Those Qs are sitting right at 10%. Saw up to 0.54. I missed that on this push up. All right, stopped out break even, closing Qs break even as well. So anyway, while that was, only 10 points, that was a high probability setup, I would say. And I don't think I really sat in any drawdown. I mean, I didn't even get the opportune setup or opportune entry, which was 15 or 5 points below where I got in. I got in a couple points higher, which is risky, but I didn't even sit in drawdown with that in mind. So at this point, I could take any 2-2 reversal on the 1 because the 15 is actionable for the next 4 minutes. Oh, I was gonna say, is this a glitch? It is a glitch. Got a buy stop 75.25 for this 1-3 setup if it goes. All right, filled in that. Oops. All right, stops to that low E 7 points, 8 points. This is my first 1-3 setup I've taken in a long time. If I get stopped out, I'll be a little salty towards the setup for a while. All right, I'm closing break even. This thing is gonna make me upset. People swear by the 1-3. I do not. I do not like the 1-3. I'll take this 2-1-2 up though. Maybe. Maybe. Getting a little sell off here. New 15-minute candle. Ooh, this is looking short now. All right, now actionable signal short. I think we were supposed to short the 1-3. Well, the 1-3, how I understand it, is the trigger is after it goes 3-bar. Because it went 2 down before it went 3 up. Said what the F was that? There was something 10:30, but now we're just flooding. We're going for the overnight gap for sure. Well, I shouldn't say for sure, but if I were looking for something, it would be at this overnight gap. Oh, that's no good for them. Okay, a little liquidity sweep here from this morning lows. That's not even pre-market lows. That's this morning session. See if we can close under. I am going to grab some Q puts as soon as we get another 2 down, though. Minute left on this 5-minute candle. Nothing going on yet. That news was old, right, Nick? I'm seeing Bloomberg share it. Yes, maybe not. Just seeing articles that are dated at 3 hours ago. Oh no, it's not. It's breaking. 10:33. U.S. Justice Department sues Apple in an antitrust case over iPhone. Did Apple? Yeah, Apple reflected that. I feel like it probably happened too. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, Jason, just saw your message. Just kidding. I'm already on small size micros. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this isn't incredible price action, which is kind of disappointing. I caught some of FOMC yesterday, but I went to the golf simulator from 1 to 2 because I knew I wasn't going to trade until 2:45, so I thought I'd have time to go home. But they weren't checking people in, and they weren't letting me check out until like 2:30, so I had to. Well, I won't say, but I definitely traded in a not safe manner on mobile. You. Just kidding. It is you compared to my 5 screens, but some people do it very well. Darren said Dow's running. That was a couple minutes ago. Let's see. Dow was running. Running, running. Nobody's gonna let gold stop, I guess. This thing has not stopped going down since I looked at it. Oil's breaking down lower. Probably should have been looking at oil. All swings except Dash is down right now, but the other 5 or 6 are up. Coins had a crazy move up today too. I had those in overnights. Those are almost in the money. Taking a trim at 5. All right, we're gonna start going short again now. 222 continuation on the 5 would be sweet. If not, we'll get a 2-2 down, I think. Actionable 2 down on the 15 still. All right, inside bar now. Could get a 2-2-2 down on the 1. Don't like that. All right, I am short. 1 second, I'll give the average. I just got to turn off this notification. 2750. I'm going to close down 9. Saw 7 points. Scared of this 3-2, which actually ended up happening. So saved probably 11 points of profit there. After we wicked under a couple times, I was starting to get a little uncomfy in the trade. It was a proper setup, 2-1-2 down. I entered while it was actionable, 2-2-2 on the 1, 2-2 reversal on the 15. That's a setup I would take 10 times out of 10. Just didn't work out this time. And I think I saved myself 11 points of profit by getting out on that 3-bar. Two minutes left on this 5-minute candle and the 15. One minute left on this failed too. See if this would have stopped me out. Yep, there it goes. So that was a good exit on my part. ES is about to break high a day, actually. It's a 3-bar there. Looking for a 3-2 here. ES still at high a day here. See if I can switch it. There we go. I really only wanted to switch this box, but it's all good. We're at high a day on ES, so could see a double top there. NQ still looking, we went outside, but we went into that fair value gap. So is that enough liquidity to push us lower, or did we go and wick into this fair value gap to go higher? Delta making equal highs right now. Nothing really to present there. Got a fire drill on top step, I think. I'm hearing the fire truck at least. Fire drill on top step. First 5,000 people, so be quick. Getting long 57.50. Going break even now. Oh, I didn't even. I hate my life. There's 10 points. Pretty close enough. Literally wicked to 10 points. There's the fill at 10 points. Taking QQQ for 50 calls. Those are sitting at 0.35. Hard break even on the futures. All right, stopped out. What's going on here? Inside bar still just closing a fair value gap so far. Option still valid. Not, I mean, I was expecting some good movement today. I mean, we've had some moves, just not a trend yet. So just make sure you're applying proper risk management. No valid longs until back above this previous 15-minute high. Bouncing off 50s. Those CRMs are up 4.75 from 4.4. Did I alert those, by the way? I hope so. It was on voice. It was not. Ripskis. Can't wait for the 419 expirations. That's the week of the Masters. Minute 33 left on this 5-minute candle. I'll get out of options if it goes 2-1-2 down or a 2-2 reversal right now. All swings are doing pretty well. Meta's the only one lagging, but the rest of them are like 100% plusers right now. Except for Dash. Dash is being a problem child. Wanting to get the indicators. I can't find them though. It's in my description under my indicator. If you're wanting the Expo toolkit, it's right there. Looking long here above that 15-minute 2-2 reversal high. All right, buy stops at 65.75. All right, gonna cancel that. Gonna get out of Q calls 0.25. I think this is going 2-1-2 down. Back under the 50s now. Nothing super clear right now. We did hit a 2-1-2 down, so that was the reason I got out of those Q calls. Failed 2 on the 15. Getting this 2-2 reversal on the 5. Man, not much clean action going on here. It's 11 after 11. Okay, then we're gonna get a push down, really. Just after 11. I'm gonna get in short here, 46. A little chasey. But if this is gonna go 2-2 reversal, I think that's the move for overnight high or overnight gap. There's 10 points. There's the 2-2 reversal on the 15. I want to see this 1 minute go 2 down, and then I'll move up. Don't need to come back. Feel free to not. Grabbing Q puts too. Come on, go 2 down now. There we go. All right, stops break even. Actually a little in profits. Come on, let's break. .44 on those Qs. Getting wicky here. Just closing these Qs. Saw them at 0.44, didn't get a fill. Oh, then it's gonna wick. Came for my liquidity, that's right. Just mine. They're haters. Didn't go for my liquidity on the futures side though, so I don't care. There's 20 points. 0.50 on the Qs. Let's go. Break that low and let's just flush. Let's just flush. ES breaking its, well, this little 1030 push through. Overnight lows are 12 points away. All right, stopped out at 27, 212 up. Closing Qs as well. Could see some more downside, and I'll look for signals there or alerts there. Sketchy part is we're hitting this fair value gap pretty hard, but we will see. And I'm past my 11 o'clock window. Might just be a take the profits and leave kind of day. Two minutes, 15 seconds left on this. Huey, I love that. Bull, bear, and kangaroo. I wasn't either, man. I thought we'd want to give back something from yesterday. Like, well, as soon as this 18589 breaks, whenever that is, I think it's going to flush for hundreds of points, at least 100 points. But that might happen tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah. And yeah, all in the afternoon too, pretty much. No. Actually had a pretty good move at lunch. What am I doing? That's Tuesday. I'm an idiot. Yeah, 285, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 600. Yeah, I really wanted this to flush, but hey, got some profits under my belt. That might be a shut it off kind of moment. Wick under here. We'll see. Risk to reward still about a 2 for me, even though I've had this week I've had a 50% loser, 45% loser, and a 77.5% loser. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my 15 wins were 50%. Then I had a couple good ones. A couple of them went. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them went for 20 points. So really about 2R. Then I had one that went for 70 and I thought one for 40, but I might be wrong. Oh, R2I went for 2R. So pretty decent day or week. Average winner at 101.53, average loser at 57.50 for risk reward of 1.77, win rate at 83.33, repeating threes. All right, Doji on the 15. Looking outside now. Looking short here. 222 continuation would feed into the outside bar on the 5. Right now just failed 2 though. Just looks so juicy for a short, but this is where I might get caught holding the bag. Two continuation on the 5. All right, I'm going to call it here. Looks just, I mean, this 15-minute chart is gross. So I'm going to call it there, and I plan to be here tomorrow. I have to figure out the logistics with my son, but I plan to be here tomorrow as long as I can do that. And I will see y'all here. If you're going to keep trading, use stop losses. Don't play your account one trade that's silly. I'll see y'all here tomorrow. I'm going to do some trading logs here for Inner Circle. So I will see y'all there if you're in there. Alrighty. See you guys.